Do you ever get distracted in your trading? I believe it was the famous philosopher Doug who put it this way: Squirrel, one of the hardest things for any trader to do, whether it's a new trader or a struggling trader or even an experienced trader, is to focus. We have so many things that we're trying to do, and especially early on, so many different strategies and styles and opportunities that are vying for our attention. And it feels like we're just jumping from thing to thing to thing, and we can't ever spend enough time focusing on one thing. And that is honestly the key to early success, is to pick a strategy, pick a style, pick up whatever it is, pick one thing and focus on it to the exclusion of all else. Decide that you are going to trade this one way, this one time for whatever it is that you have to say, hey, this is what I want to try. Make a decision. And I love this. I learned this from Myron Golden. The word decide there is different from the word choose. Choose means, hey, I'm going to pick this, I'm going to pick that. Decide, those two words put together, means to cut yourself off from every other option. So when you decide, I'm going to trade this one way for the next week, for the next 30 days, for whatever period of time it is, you're saying, I am going to ignore, I'm going to laser focus on this one and only one thing. I'm going to decide to trade this way to the exclusion of all else. And let me tell you, the minute you make that decision, you are going to be bombarded with thoughts and ideas from elsewhere in the world saying, hey, trade this way. Ooh, oh, here, look over here, look over here. Hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. So many ways that are going to try to distract you. And that is the hardest thing, especially if you don't have a great track record, especially if you are still figuring out who you are as a trader. Because the thought that's going to enter your head is, okay, what if I spend a month or 2 months trading this one way and then find out it's not for me? Well, I've wasted my time. Social media, and again, I hate to harp on the negative aspect of social media because I realize that this right here is social media. And thank you for being here. By the way, I'm Pepper. This is Godly Trading. This is what we do. We talk about how discouraging certain aspects of trading can be and how to overcome those discouragements. So social media is one of the prime culprits when it comes to bombarding you and getting you to turn one way or the other. The Bible puts it over and over again. Do not turn to the left hand or the right hand. It talks about when the man puts his hand to the plow, he shouldn't look back. I don't know how many of you out there have ever plowed before. I've done it once or twice with my grandfather's antique tractor. It was a joyous thing to do. But if you're looking behind you instead of looking ahead of you, if you're constantly being distracted, what you're going to end up with are rows that look like this. And that's what it's saying. Don't get distracted, don't look behind you. I want to point out, though, somebody who, if there was anybody who deserved to get distracted in life, it was Nehemiah. And we talked about it before. In chapter 6 of Nehemiah, it talks about how he was being asked to come and meet the people who were trying to stop him. All they said was, hey, come meet us. And he said, no, I'm busy. Come meet us. 4 times. And I don't know how many of you out there have kids, but you ever had that situation where your kid's like, can I have a cookie? No. Can I have a cookie? No. Can I have a cookie? No. Fine. Just here's the cookie. Just shut up, right? You just give in. And this is how the distractions for a trader operate. The minute you make that decision, I am going to focus. Today is the day I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to focus. I'm going to do this one thing only. That's the day that you are just going to be bombarded the most. So this is why having a coach or mentor is critical. This is why having a group of people around you is critical, because I guarantee you that other people are in the exact same situation. How do I know this? Because I am where you were. We talked about it in the intro video. I have been down in that pit and I know the way out. Getting distracted, jumping from strategy to strategy, like we talked about in the video. How do you know when it's time to trade strategies? Chances are it's not time. But anyway, that temptation to look over there to see what they're doing and think, ooh, well, they're doing it that way. I want their results. Understand that you're never going to have someone else's results because you're not them, unless you are trading an algorithm. I have algorithms that I trade that I trade differently than people who trade with me trade. Everyone trades differently. So you have to understand that the key is focus and discipline. the key in anything in life is discipline. Obviously, we all know that. We talk about it in the book that, there's a reason that we have I think it's $72 billion weight loss industry. Losing weight is simple, but it's not easy. Well, trading is simple, but it's not easy. One of the factors that you have to overcome is being distracted. So here's what I want you to do for the next 30 days. I want you to pick one thing to do. Now it could be an assortment of one things to do, right? Picking one market, whether you're trading stocks or options or Forex or crypto, whatever it is. Pick one. If I say this to those out there who are struggling, who might be new, who feel like they have lost their way. If you have had success in the past, go back to where you were successful and just pick up where you left off. One of the amazing things about our Christian walk is that I heard some preacher once say that the distance between us and God, if you feel distant from God, the distance between us and God is the distance between our knees and the floor. So the amazing thing with God is He is always willing to take you back from wherever you are. Your trading plan, this is a terrible analogy, your trading plan is kind of like that in the sense that if you had this trade plan, if you had this strategy, and you've done it successfully in the past, you have strayed, you have turned around and looked back, and then all of a sudden your row is wobbly. That's not wobbly, that's wavy. Your trade plan, if you've gotten off the path, the easiest way to get back on the path is just to start again. You don't have to start over. You just, today, whenever the next trade is, just say, I'm making a decision. I'm putting blinders on. I'm going to look at this one thing that I used to do, and I'm going to just trade that same way again. If you don't have that, I've got a strategy for those of you who want a strategy coming out. It's a free strategy. If you don't have one, I can offer you one. Pick one strategy. Trend, counter trend, doesn't matter. Pick one market, stocks, Forex, whatever. One time frame. I would recommend, especially if you're struggling, especially if you're starting out, the daily time frame. The level of distraction increases almost exponentially the shorter your time frame. If you are trading a 5-minute chart, oh heavens above, if you're trading a tick chart, bless your heart, please don't do that. The level of distraction increases the shorter your time frame because your decisions have to be done so quickly, right? One of the best things in the world, if you are trying to figure out what you want to do, trade stocks on the daily chart because that market cuts off and closes. I love Forex. It's open 6 days a week, but then the market's always moving. And if you're trading stocks or options on stocks, that market closes at, I think it's 4:30 my time, or maybe it's 4:30 Eastern. And it's over with and done, and nothing's going to happen. Yeah, sure, there's the aftermarket, but ignore that. Nothing's going to happen until the next morning. So that is a beautiful way to cut out all the distractions. I'm going to sit down at night, and I'm going to do my analysis, and I'm going to figure out what I want to do, and I'm going to go ahead and send my trades, and I'm going to shut down my computer and not think about it until the next day. I would highly recommend, if you are fighting this urge to be distracted, squirrel. Sorry, I got distracted there. See what I did there? If you at all think you are susceptible to that, or if you can be honest enough with yourself and say, yeah, that's kind of me. Hey, look, preaching to the choir here. I'm the king of distractions. And I realize that this thing that I'm saying, I have distracted myself from the previous thing that I was almost done saying. One of the things that I do in my trading is I recognize that I am distractible. And I channel that distraction into productive means. What do I mean by that? I constantly backtest other strategies so that this urge I have to jump in, look over there. Well, I can put it into productive use, and as a result, I leave my own trading alone. I open my platform up, I trade like 3-4 minutes a day, I shut it down, and I go back to being distracted by looking at this strategy or that platform or this market, those kind of things. So I would recommend you pick one strategy, one time frame, one market, and commit, decide, cut yourself off from every other option for the next 30 days. Right now this is June the 2nd. This is a Sunday, 2024. The entire month of June, trade that one thing. Best piece of advice I ever heard when it comes to becoming good at anything was actually from the TV show Top Chef, which is a cooking show, right? It's a competition show. The head judge, Tom Colicchio, is telling these these contestants who were just all over the map with what they were cooking. He's like, guys, do one thing and do it well. And that is just perfect advice for traders. Do one thing and do it well. Do it very well. Become the absolute best at trading the euro yen on a daily chart using a 30 EMA, all right, whatever it is. Become the absolute best at doing it. Do one thing and do it well. And at the end of a month, look back and say, yes, I did that. I had consistency. And then it's just a function of, okay, I've done it once. Nothing to say I can't do it again. Just repeat and repeat and repeat. And at the end of 6 months, then take a look at your results. Don't even worry about your results until you're 6 months in. You think 6 months? Yes, 6 months. Ignore everyone on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter who says you can do whatever it is you want to do in a week or a day. Consistency. You want to have a long trading career. None of those people have a long trading career. You're looking to make 20, 25, 30% a year. I mean, George, what's his name? Warren, excuse me, not Warren Buffett, not George Buffett, or Jimmy Buffett. Warren Buffett, I think his return over, he's an old man, what is it, 50 years of his life? It's like 20%, right? Do you honestly think that the dude on Facebook with the car that you don't know is his and the watch that you don't know is his, that's doing his thing, is better than Warren Buffett? Probably not. So ignore everyone out there who says, hey, you can do this trading thing without any time and get rich overnight. It's not true. You need consistency, and that takes time. And I will say the thing that I said in my book, going to the printer this week, which is discipline sucks. Waiting sucks. All of that, patience sucks, but you still have to do it. So the key to overcoming your distraction is to make a decision, commit to one thing, one strategy, one time frame, one market for 30 days, the entire month of June. Commit to this one thing, and then we'll come back at the end of June. And hey, come down to the comments, talk to me, tell me how it was going. If you're struggling with, hey, I feel like I want to jump, I don't know why in the world of trading psychology we think that this is difficult and we have to look elsewhere. For those who walk this earth who are struggling with some sort of addiction like gambling or alcohol, their 12-step program works, and it works because they are members of a community, right? If you are struggling, reach out to me and join the community, because that is one of the best ways to stay on track. So there's your action item for the coming month. Pick one thing, do one thing and do it well, and commit to doing only that for the next 30 days. And then we'll check in with you in July. If you'd like to know more about that, you can reach out to us at godlytrading.com. Be sure to watch this video here. I would appreciate it if you would hit the like button, send me a comment, let me know if you think 30 days is too much, if you think 6 months is too much. Give me a yes or no on those. And with that, guys, I will see you next time.